Hello, everyone. Welcome to the last Tiger Talk for 2017. Moving on over to the New Year's and approaching the holiday season. We're just waiting for our good buddy, Mr. Michael Carey, and we'll begin. And I guess I'm supposed to be playing some. There's Mr. Carey there now. Let me go ahead and just patch him over. Beam you up, Scotty. And come on. You're here.
What's going on, man? What's up?
Just chilling a little bit. Chilling, chestnuts roasted on the open fire. Yeah, and got my old fashioned here too.
Oh, nice.
And I went to the store and then got a cherry because I was missing that ingredient. So it's complete.
Oh, fucking nice. Correctly done. I'm just getting here in the comments that 10% of the total views, so it's all caps, let me not yell, 10% of total views will go to charity in the form of dollars, obviously. But it has to, basically whatever the total is by New Year's Day, 2018. Since this is going to be last Tiger Talk for 2017. So let me just put that in here. By 1/1/18 goes to charity. And Murphy's Law is basically we're going to end up getting some crazy 5 billion views, and then we'll be broke, right? We'll have to file bankruptcy. Let me go ahead and add it here.
Do it.
All right.
So.
Oh, there's a question really quick from Bertunk. The Tiger Talks are basically. This is my
first time.
Huh?
I'm sorry. I was going to say this is my first time doing it live on my phone, so I can't see the comments. I don't know how to get there.
Oh, you got to slide over to the left.
To the left. To the left. Oh, okay. I see the comment now.
Yeah. So he's just asking, what is Tiger Talk all about? So. Normally on a regular Tiger Talk, if I could just answer his question real quick. Normally on a regular Tiger Talk, we touch on a lot of different topics. So to give you an idea, we might talk about apology and forgiveness. We might talk about good and evil. We might talk about reward and punishment. We might talk about love. We might talk about superstition. We might these type of everyday things that you're coming across. We examine them or we discuss them at length. And we determine if we have any good reason to think the way that we do. And if we don't have a good reason, hopefully we can pivot from our previous position and maybe look for a better way to approach that situation. Quick example, people call this the roof of your mouth. It's not really the roof, right? This would be the ceiling. This would be the roof of your mouth. And yet we continue to say the roof instead of the top of your mouth. It's simple. That's a simple example, I know, but the whole point of it is if we understand that we don't have a good reason for doing or saying something that we do, and somebody points it out and they logically break it down, will you A, continue to do that illogical, irrational thing, or will you now succumb to the logic and look for a different way to approach that? So we take that mindset on the different topics and approach it in a step-by-step basis to break it down and see if we actually even know what the fuck we're talking about. Like today is Friday night, but why not say Friday night, for example? So there's tons of videos on the website if you wanted to go check any of those previous talks out. This is supposed to be a very special talk where we're just going to be chilling, hanging out. This is kind of the last talk for the year. Xavier's going to do us a huge favor. He's actually going to be playing some piano or some keyboard. And in rendition to some of the Christmas spirit. And then we're just going to kind of banter a little bit about some of our previous Christmases. 10% of the views I've put there in the comments For example, if there were, I don't know, 500 views, we'll donate, $50 to charity. So that's where we're at right now. And Xavier, if you wanted to say anything else before you jumped in, I'm going to go ahead and start sharing the link.
Yeah, blast out the link to everyone, and the viewers at home do the same as well. Again, we want to get the message spread, on a global scale, and yeah, the larger the views, the more money I'm going to put out, and Mr. Carey going to put out. So share to your friends, share the video, make it go viral. That being said, I guess I can start by playing a little bit of Jingle Bell. How about that?
Okay,
Jingle
sure.
Bell, Batman Smith.
Yeah.
Robin laid an egg.
You do Jingle Bells and then maybe some Silent Night.
Some Silent Night?
Yeah.
A little rusty. Haven't played that in a while. Mr. Carey, where are you, sir? Like Mike. Back? All right. Come on back in, Mr. Carey.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was just sharing it around. Okay, I'm here to stay now.
Here to stay. So I played a little bit of Jingle Bell and Silent Night, a little soulful version of it. But
Okay.
yeah, happy holidays, everyone.
Definitely happy holidays. Hey, Amadeus is in the room with us. He's actually going to be moving to Florida soon, and he'll be staying in the Orlando area. So we might actually get to meet him in person. But he's actually an author. Awesome little history there. Xavier, if you wanted to say hey to Amadeus, he's actually a Buddhist.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Any requests? Any Christmas requests?
Rock around. What's that song? Jingle Bell Rock. I don't know how to play it though.
Rock around the
Jingle Bell Rock.
Jingle Bell Rock. Okay.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
Did you know like the Nutcracker?
I didn't rehearse for the Nutcracker. I didn't rehearse for that song. No, actually, I haven't even touched these keys in probably like a month, like maybe 2 or 3 months actually.
Oh wow.
Since October.
Could have fooled me.
But I'm a little rusty. But yeah, man.
Just play whatever comes to mind, man.
More music?
Yeah.
All right. How about
I Wish I Had a River?
Let's see. Right.
Hey, growing up, did you always have real Christmas trees, or were you always a plastic Christmas tree family, or what'd you guys do?
No, it was one special Christmas. I remember that we had a real Christmas tree. And what I can remember about that, it was beautiful, gorgeous Christmas tree, and it eventually died by the end of the year. But smells so bad. It's because it's a real tree. It's just that funk of the real pines or whatever that was. I just couldn't stand the odor of the Christmas tree.
The odor?
But yeah, we had a real Christmas tree 1 year, and then I guess we never did it again. And then I heard about it's actually like there could be bugs that live in them, so you have to be careful.
Oh,
about
wow.
buying
Okay.
real
I
Christmas.
don't really think about that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. A bunch of beetles and stuff crawling out of here.
About that.
So you guys were pretty much plastic
Yeah.
trees, and then you had the one special live real tree. Was that just to save money?
Yes.
Or I'm saying plastic trees. You would have the one plastic tree, right? Because you would reuse it.
Yeah. It was, as far as my memory, we only did plastic trees, and then one good year we did a real Christmas tree, and then we stopped doing that. We're like, we're not doing this again.
My family was kind of wishy-washy. Like some years we would do. I guess it depends on like if there was a Christmas bonus, right? we would have
Yeah.
a real tree sometimes and a plastic tree the other times. When it was a real tree, we'd have to get the lights and actually decorate the tree and put the hang the lights on there. The plastic trees is already set up, so it's kind of like, oh, that was easy. I don't know why we would do it, but it was just like we would go in and out. I remember the cleanup being a lot worse with the real tree. Did you guys do?
Because it'll fall just anywhere.
Did you guys do stocking stuffers and stuff like that, or it was just gifts under the tree, or what you guys did? You have like stockings above the fireplace and all that, or?
Yeah, we did the whole kabang. We even had like a fake fireplace.
A fake fireplace
at our house. Yeah, like a little, like it was like a light show, really, but it was modeled to look like a real fireplace with everything, and we had little stockings and stuff like that, but it was never any gifts in them. It was mostly like candy and
like
little
stuff.
maybe find a watch or stuff like that, but it wasn't any wrapped, little small gifts.
It wasn't like a Rolex.
We there
stocking stuffers. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, we used to actually go into the stockings and just eat a candy and.
But like before Christmas, you guys were able to go in the stockings before Christmas.
Yeah, because it was just candy and shit that was in there. It was nothing like the real gifts. No.
What my family would let us do, I mean, when growing up, we didn't really have the stockings. I kind of started doing that when I have my own family. We're doing our own Christmases and stuff, but. Me growing up, we never had the stocking stuffers, which would have been nice to have candy. I admit that would have been nice. I didn't even really know much about this whole stocking shit. Other than an unwanted guest following you around right now. But what we would do is we had a bunch of gifts under the tree, and we had a family rule that at midnight we were able to open one gift. And like, let's say, I don't know, let's say you're my brother and everything, right? And you're saying, okay, hey, it's midnight. I actually got you 4 gifts here, and only I know what's in the boxes. And I get to choose, or you get to choose, right? Because you're the one telling me. You get to choose which of those gifts I get to open. So you're going to pick the smallest one of the 4 that you had. So I'm like, oh, can I open the big box? And you're like, no. You get to open this little one right here. So it was like a tease, and you really couldn't go to sleep because you got a little taste. And one time, my older brother, I shouldn't throw him under the bus, but my brother kind of fucked up, right? He's like, okay, you can open this one, and I open it, and it's a video game to a console that I didn't have. So I'm just staring at the fucking game, and I can't do shit with it, and I'm just like, and I couldn't sleep. I was like, it was like the worst. And it was just like, oh my God. I wish I would have totally, if I could go back in time, I wouldn't have opened that, because it was just, I couldn't go to sleep, and
yeah, you know what's gonna come.
But that was our caring family tradition, that we let everybody open a gift. It's technically Christmas Day, midnight, 12:01, and we would open one. But sometimes it would backfire where you'd be like, oh.
So you guys, you didn't never open up like at least one present on Christmas Eve?
Christmas Eve, no, we'd have to wait till midnight. So sometimes you'd already be asleep, like waiting for, and then someone will wake you up and you're like, what? And they're like, don't you want to open a gift? Oh shit. And then you get out of the bed and, and then you get your hopes up because you're like, what could it be? And sometimes it was like something cool that you could use right then and there, but it's midnight. So what are you going to do? So you go back, you go back to sleep. But, are you able to play, Dashing Through the Snow? Dun, dun, dun,
Dashing
dun,
Through the Snow.
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, play that Jingle Bell.
No, I guess that I guess that is
That's
Jingle
Jingle
Bells.
Bell, dashing through the
I feel like
snow.
an idiot.
What open?
It's fucking Jingle Bells.
No, but
It's the same. Yeah,
I
yeah,
can
you're right.
remember
You're totally right. Wow, wow.
it's the
And this is
same
why it's the
song.
last Tiger Talk of the year.
It's the same lyrics. But I remember though, because my birth. I just want to say that my birthday is, typically, is the season, right? So I was allowed to open one present on the tree on my birthday, December 21st, and one present on Christmas Eve, and
The rest on Christmas.
then of course, yeah, wait till 12 midnight to open up the rest of the presents. But I'm curious with you, when did you find out that Santa Claus wasn't real?
Oh, well, they took
What
they
year did that happen?
they took me to
What age?
they took me to the mall one year, and I asked for it was a new Batman game that came out for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Okay, and yeah, Amadeus, yeah, man. And I'm not even drinking. I'm just an idiot. No, but yeah. Anyway, I go to see Santa Claus. Yeah, you're drinking, and you're correcting my ass. I go to see Santa Claus. I say I want the Batman game. It just came out. Fucking Nintendo Entertainment System. I already had. I got Mario. I want the fucking Batman game, right? I knew what I want. I saw the commercial. It was a big boys game, right? And that Christmas came, and I opened all the gifts, and I was looking around, and I was happy for the other gifts. Don't get me wrong, but I was like, "Where's this thing?" And my dad's like, "Oh, and it looks like there's a special one that Santa made sure to get you." And I said, "Oh shit!" And he gives me the gift, and I open it up, and it's like a plastic. It's hard to explain. It's like a plastic handheld, not like one of those virtual games from back in the '90s. It wasn't one of those. It was an
The one
actual.
that had the little water shit, and you got
No,
the bubbles for the water.
no, it wasn't one of those. I know what you're talking about, but no, it was like
Yeah.
it was a plastic handheld, and it had little beads in it, almost like pinball, almost like pinball. But the game was baseball. It was a baseball thing. So you would flick this little marble around in it, and then there was a speaker, and it would say, "Oh, home run," or some bullshit. And I'm like, this isn't fucking Batman. I was like, that geezer is deaf. He didn't hear what I said, and I was really fucking mad, And I was like, maybe I wasn't loud enough. I didn't say it with my chest. And then the whole rest of the year, I'm kind of like, but how would he not fucking know? And I started thinking all these things. So the next year, I'm a little bit older. I was like, are we going to the mall to see Santa? And he's like, no, we're not doing that. The line's going to be too long. But we called Santa, and he knows. I'm like, well, if you could do that, why didn't you do that last year? And they kind of, I started asking these type of questions, and there's, and then I started asking about the reindeer, and I started asking these questions, and they would keep piling on additional lies. So I think it was like, I don't know, like 2 a.m. or some shit, and I just stuck out of the room. I went out in the living room. I heard some bumping and moving around, and I heard some oh shits and oopses and stuff like this, and whispering. And I flipped the lights on, and I see my folks, and they're putting shit under the tree. I was like, I knew it. You lied to me. I had like a fucking meltdown, And they let me yell. They just stood there, and they're just kind of like, And I just continued to yell, and I was running around the living room, and like, you lied. There's no Santa. I knew it. And I was just going off. And then they waited till I was finished. And they're like, you want the gifts though, right? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, all right, just go back to bed and you can open them tomorrow. You did a good job. But it took a couple things to lead up to it, to where I actually investigated and I caught them in the act, and they didn't lie anymore. They were kind of like, I flipped the lights on, and I was like, I was like, you pieces of shit. I'm an idiot, just like my little Jingle Bells mishap. But yeah, that was my discovery of no Santa. What about you?
They never told me there was a real Santa Claus. I was born into this world without the dogma of be indoctrinated of believing there was a Santa Claus.
Wait, so they robbed you of
So
the Santa. They robbed you of the Santa, but you had to follow the actual Christianity or the Baptist Christianity.
Yeah, I had to escape that on my own. But but with the Santa Claus, it was like, I think it was more of a pride thing for them. It's like, no, we worked hard for this money. We're buying these gifts for you. We're wrapping these gifts for you, and we're putting it on the tree. And you better not open these gifts. So I remember going to school, and all the kids were saying, "Oh, I hope Santa Claus give me this, and I hope Santa Claus give me that." And I was that kid in school said, "There's no Santa Claus. It's a lie."
You ruined it for kids. You ruined it for
and
their
the teachers
asses?
would get upset, and yeah, I'm saying it. Well, I don't know. I understood the logic back then. First of all, we don't have a chimney, so how does this guy, going to slide in through,
The
our
HVAC
door?
system.
Okay,
He's going through the HVAC system. He just pushes his
we
nose.
didn't have HVAC. In the first house, there was no central heating and AC. Okay,
the water boiler.
So that guy had to come bust open the door or something like that. And we was living in the hood at the time. So I don't think anybody would bust in the door to give us some presents. Now, when we moved to Deltona, life was better. But still, I knew that there was no Santa Claus. They said, no, we are buying these gifts for you. What do you want?
Wow. Never sat on Santa's lap or anything like that at the mall or anything like that?
No. I didn't have none of that type of that mystique, mystery, and fantasy. No. It was more like,
none of that
okay,
fantasy.
It's Christmas. none of that fantasy. The other fantasy, yes. But that fantasy at the time, yeah.
All right.
It was none of that.
Let's cut our talk short real quick. Would you mind livening it up with a little bit of jazz for the Christmas spirit? I'm gonna set my phone down for a minute.
Let's see what I can do. Let's see
what you can bring together. Maybe some Rudolph the Red-Nosed. Nice. Oh, synthesized. Sounds good.
I don't know.
Sounds good.
I'm so rusty. I'm really so bad. Like my fingering is just awful right now. I'm sorry.
No, man. It sounds really good to me. Man, I don't even know if I could do hot cross buns.
Or chopsticks.
Chopsticks.
I think I forgot I played. I don't know. It's for the least.
Well, are you doing anything? Are you doing anything for Christmas that's going to be special this year? Are you doing any traveling or?
For Christmas, I suppose be heading over to the Cary Palace, and I guess we're supposed to be exchanging gifts. So I mean, I don't want to make this into a competition because every year we have to kind of try to outdo each other, and then one person see what other person give, and then say I'm going to outdo that person. But I would have to say that my gift is the best gift that I've given to anyone ever. And I just don't know how I'm gonna outdo myself. I really don't. I don't know how I'm going to outdo myself for 2018. I really don't know.
Speaking
so
of,
it's bittersweet.
Speaking of, have you ever had and I really hate to say this because any gift should be welcome, but just in the spirit of conversation, have you ever had a terrible gift? Like like the grandma that gives you the pink rabbit sweater that she knit and wants you to wear it right then and there after you've opened it, or the the useless gift that you're kind of like, wow, you gave me this last year, or any double gifting or just random shit that you were kind of like, it'd be mean to say I don't fucking want this. Anything anything like that, or was it always spot on? You wanted it and you got it, kind of a thing.
I don't remember receiving Christmas gifts from other family members.
Oh,
it was always been, from my parents, and it was always spot on because I always told them what I wanted. So I can't really think of a time that I have ever, got something that I didn't want. Now, I remember it was one particular Christmas, my family parents was going through a divorce, and at the time my mother didn't really have any money to give me a Christmas. So I remember that she was being supported by I forgot what they called themselves, but the children family people, and they actually provided me with Christmas. They bought a PlayStation 1 game. It was Ready to Rumble, and it was a bicycle. Now I didn't. Shit just falling. Shit just falling in my apartment. Wait. I didn't put. I had my ice out for the
Santa. Is that Santa breaking in?
I think this probably is Santa breaking in to my apartment. But for that Christmas, children and family provided me with Christmas, and it wasn't the gifts that I wanted, but at the end of the day, I still have a Christmas. And this is what's important too. Share the video, get the views, so we can make this possible. For other families for this holiday season. Love is what it does. So that's all I can say about that.
I totally agree, and I really hope we can get some views on this particular talk, so we can definitely push it over to charity. That'd be awesome, and that'd touch my goal. Amadeus had a little funny story here. If you see, I don't know if you can see in the comments. He was saying he had a crazy gift from a crazy aunt. He said he got a sweater.
Yeah.
For his his Johnson and Dangles odd stuff. She knitted it, and of course it was too long.
What?
So, I mean, well, at least she was thinking positive. She had some wishful thinking. She said, well, I really don't know how long it should be. Let me just make it anything he can take. He can take it to some place and get it taken in. So hold on. This is a sweater.
Get it tailored a little
for
bit
the down below. This is a sweater for the down below. Anyway, so it's got one sleeve. Oh shit! The dude was 9 years old. 9 years old. Probably a 9-inch long sweater. This is was it wool? Wow, it was wool. So maybe she got it from babyelephant.com, and you know. Oh, he said it fits now.
Just in time, right?
I don't know what I'm even thinking of. I'm thinking of like a sock, you know, but it has like a Christmas tree on it or something.
Wow.
For me, let me think, man. I don't know. There's been so many.
Really?
Somebody got me colored contacts, and I was kind of like, I'm not a colored contact person. My eyesight's pretty good. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. It was like a free,
90s phase or something.
It was like a free thing to go get colored contacts, and I was like, okay. And then somebody else, what was it? It was like they weren't boots, but they were like Uggs or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if they were paying attention, but they were like ladies. They were like ladies' shoes.
Yeah.
Like they got me ladies' boots, and a couple people realized they were ladies' boots. You know, so everybody was kind of, you know, it went from everybody was chit chatting and having combos off to the side, and then when I opened it, it got silent. It was a silent night, you know, and I remember looking at them and saying, "Did you keep the receipt?" And they were like, "Why?" Or
yeah,
too small. And I was like, "Well," and everybody was kind of beating around the bush to like, you know, at least I wasn't the only one. You know what I mean? I never opened a gift and was like, "You fucking idiot," and threw it on the floor and like broke it. It was never like that. It was just kind of like they meant well, but it kind of missed the mark, you know. And you know, anything that they didn't keep the receipt for me to return it, we would just like give it away or something. But I never re-gifted a gift to somebody else the following year. I don't believe in that. I think
no,
you know. But
I mean,
you know that feeling where I got you something for Christmas, and then I come over to your crib, like, I don't know, 2 months later, 3 months later, it's March. I come over to your crib and I'm like, "Hey, where's that lava lamp that I got you?" You know, and you don't have it.
It's like,
you know?
like, I don't know, man. I put it up. Things get moved around, man. Like, I don't know.
But you got that fancy one behind you. You got that fancy one behind you now. You know.
Oh, well, this.
What happened to that lava lamp I got you? You know, it's like, you don't know what happened to that one, but you got the fancy one. It's like, well, I took it to the pawn shop, dog. You know. So I never re-gift anything, because who knows? You know, they might re-gift it and it ends up back to the person that, you know, I got it from. But did you want to play anything else before we part ways here? See, Felicia's in the room here. Appreciate you joining, Felicia.
You know, speaking about Felicia, now Felicia keeps saying that, you know, "I'm so sorry I missed the chat. I'm so sorry I missed the chat.
Uh-oh.
I'm so sorry I missed the chat." And now she's actually in the live chat. So welcome, Felicia, to making it to the live chat.
Felicia, do you have any requests as far as Xavier's jazzy Christmas? Doing like a
chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Oh, can you play that?
No, but I can sing it, but I don't want to sing it because my voice is not. I was gonna do a video.
Well, play us some elevator music. Play us out. Play us out. This is our last Tiger Talk of 2017. Go ahead and play us out.
Play a song? Okay. How about...
Because we're played out now.
Played out. How about, geez, I should have really came prepared, shouldn't I? How about something like,
Nice. That's it right there.
Happy New Year's and Merry Christmas, or Happy Holiday, or Happy Hanukkah, whatever fits your boat, folks. All right.
All righty. We can go ahead and call this a night. I appreciate everybody taking a look. Yeah, Amadeus, if you're interested in the vaping, I mean, I'm not trying to do commercials on the streets or anything. Or get anybody into it, but yeah, if it's for me, it's definitely a calming sensation. I used to smoke a lot of Newports when I was in the military, and yeah, I've been going on 5 years now on the vapor, and it's just basically vegetable oil and water, and you can choose to have nicotine in it or not. Apparently, I'm an asshole without the nicotine, so I've taken my friends' requests and made sure I have a healthy supply. So I'm addicted to vegetable oil and water, if you want to say it like that. But yeah, definitely takes the edge off. And, you know, that's my own little vice. But I love it. I love it. It's my relaxation in my hand on demand. But yeah. Oh, Felicia said that was awesome. Splendid. Yeah, man, I was really surprised. You kind of just pulled that out of thin air. I mean, was that like a ballad to a song you wrote before, or where did the inspiration for that come from?
It's kind of funny. It's really kind of embarrassing, but
okay, well,
it's not that embarrassing. It's just embarrassing for me. But I'm a huge Power Ranger fan.
yeah, I know.
And so I wrote that song. It's called Morphin. And maybe I'll put it out on YouTube one day, but that's a snippet of that's the acoustic version of it, I would say, the acoustic version.
Okay, cool. That's actually, I didn't know that. Morphin, huh? Oh, she says, yes. It reminds me of Shooting Star by Dexter Britton. Okay, well, I'll definitely check that out.
Yeah.
But all right, I'm gonna put a little
Yeah.
put a little hashtag here. Tiger Talk 2017. It's been real. All right, guys, be safe. Watch out for Popo if you're on the go-go. And X, did you have anything else to say before we shut it down?
Yeah. Just, everybody be safe again. Have a great evening, a wonderful holiday season. See you next year.
All right, don't forget to share the video, guys. Appreciate it. This is Live Tiger Talk, last one for the year. Take care. Happy holidays.